Welcome to episode 9 of our series Back to Basics Business Technology Platform. Episode 9 is explaining how all the solutions we've talked about in the previous episodes from 1 to 8 can be put together in order to bring the best results for the company. Now, this exercise is very complex because the solutions can be seen in different ways. Therefore, episode 9 is basically composed in 3 episodes. So we have decided to give you 3 episodes, 9A, 9B and 9C, because the solutions put together can be seen from an technology perspective, can be seen from an application perspective, and of course can be seen from a solution deployment type of architecture. Welcome to episode 9B. In our journey onto the data world, we mentioned multiple technologies and numerous domains of application. One by one, we enumerated categories of products and various topics requiring attention of any data management decision maker. It is now time to assemble them all and try to see how they can integrate efficiently. Obviously, it is not possible to provide a single and simple architecture to articulate all the data inside a complex organization. In each and every company, we find applications that are operational applications. An operational application is an application that helps the business do the day-to-day business. These operational applications, they base on a database. So the data is stored in a database. Databases are as depicted in the episodes of this series. An operational application is, for instance, an ERP system or a CRM system or an HRM system. Next to the operational applications, we find analytical applications. These analytical applications are there to help understand why and how the business runs. The analytical applications base their data from a data lake. I call it a data lake because it's larger than the database. We've seen the concepts of data lakes and databases in the previous episodes. I could have depicted here as a data warehouse or a data mart. Anyway, the analytical application database system is different from the operational applications database system. Next to these two types of applications, we find innovation applications. The innovation applications are there to help identify trends, patterns, cross-references between all the systems an enterprise has. And typically, the innovation applications require more data than the analytical and the operational applications together. Therefore, they base their sources on what I call the reservoir. A data reservoir, we explained the concept as well in a previous episode of this series, contains data from both internal of the organization and external from the organization. Typically, weather, traffic, web services type of data coming into the system. The innovation applications are separate as well because, as said, they should not interfere with the day-to-day business. Another type of application that we commonly see in businesses is the IoT type of application, Internet of Things applications. These applications are a little bit separate because they use more data flow types of data. We explained the concept of data flow, we explained the concept of data storage, we explained the fact that the data flows are most of the time not in IT or were not in IT before. Nevertheless, these 4 types of applications most of the time need to have something over them that will help understand, have a full view, 360-degree view of the company. And this is done via business intelligence. Business intelligence here is reporting, analysis, predictive, planning, consolidation, document publishing, etc., etc. Business intelligence helps understand and communicate with all the applications without having to replicate the functionality of the application. Similarly, at the data level, we find the data orchestration or the data enhancement. In here, we simply get access to the data wherever it is stored, and we give that to the applications. So we explained the concept of data orchestration earlier in this series of video as well. The Business Technology Platform, as explained as well earlier, is here depicted in yellow. It comprises everything from the database, from the data lake to the data reservoir, data flows, orchestrations, which I depict as being the platform, together with the analytics, with the business intelligence on top. That makes the Business Technology Platform. The blue area here depicts the applications, meaning the business user functionality that is needed. So here in the applications, we focus on performing a task for the business. The yellow is basically a set of tools or toolboxes that will help develop the applications and give the functionality to the user. Now, the area in blue is basically where the business is interested in. The business wants to have functionality for the applications and obviously for business intelligence. The yellow area is where IT is interested in. And this is more in the architecture. This is more in how the data is utilized, stored, optimized. In the middle, we find data orchestration. This is where business and IT meet because business wants to get more out of the data and IT wants to provide more to the business so that the business becomes an intelligent enterprise. If I do the mapping with the SAP Solutions, this is what we get. We can find here on the left side, bottom side, the databases. So we find SAP HANA, SAP ASE, SAP IQ, which were explained in the first episodes of the series. Of course, we find the data intelligence for the orchestration. We find the data flows with smart data streaming that was explained as well in the previous episodes. On the top, in the business intelligence, we have business objects and SAP Analytics Cloud, which were not explained in this series, but will be explained in a future series. We find as well the SAP Cloud Platform to develop applications, typically mainly for IoT and for innovation, so for extension of the standard applications that are S/4HANA on the operational side and BW for HANA on the analytical side. Now that we know a little bit more about the applications, how they work together, of course, still with the Business Technology Platform, I see you next time for the next episode when we will see how they work together from a solution and deployment perspective. See you soon. Thank you very much for attending all this series of videos. Hope they were useful, and we see you next time for the next series of other videos. Bye bye.